Welcome one and all to the Cinegeeks Podcast, where movies, TV, and all things geek collide. I'm Roy, still joined by my lovely co-host Angela.
Hello.
Hello, Angela. And for today's episode, we will be talking about Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire, directed by Adam Wingard, written by Terry Rossio, Simon Barrett, and Jeremy Slater, starring Rebecca Hall and Brian Tyree Henry, reprising their roles from 2021's Godzilla vs. Kong, and joined by franchise newcomer Dan Stevens.
Yep.
Okay, so this was the first premiere that we attended back from our mini hiatus.
Yeah. We hope everybody's having a contemplative Holy Week. It's also a long weekend for a lot of people. Yeah, but as promised, we are uploading our episode today. And before we continue, we'd like to remind everyone who hasn't done so to follow our pod wherever you listen to podcasts, like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and YouTube.
Also, set your players to automatically download our new episodes so you don't miss out on our fun Cinegeek conversations.
Please don't forget to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook Threads, and X, aka Twitter, so you can join in on the Cinegeeks conversation. Also, visit our website, www.cinegeekspod.com, for the latest in movie and TV news and reviews.
Alright, with all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire. Following their explosive showdown in 2021's Godzilla vs. Kong, the titular titans must reunite against a colossal undiscovered threat hidden within our world, challenging their very existence and our own. Okay, so Ange, what did you think of Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire?
Well, let me just begin by saying, hindi ko siya napanood yung una ulit. I mean, I was not able to watch a refresher.
Medyo matagal na hindi natin napapanood yun.
And medyo hazy din yung memory ko about Godzilla vs. Kong. I don't know if it's because of the pandemic pa din. Kasi it came out 2021. May sinihan na ba nun? 2 seats apart. Pinalabas ba siya dito?
Alam ko pinalabas siya dito. Baka 2 seats apart. Pwedeng yung era na yun. Pero yun yung yun yung part siya nung series of movies na ando dun si Millie Bobby Brown. So siya yung anak ni Vera Farmiga na yung scientist na nabaliw.
Yun yung Godzilla, tama ba?
Alam ko, yun. Hindi, yung Godzilla na una, yung mas pa yun. Yun pa yung sila.
Yung kay Bryan Cranston.
Si Bryan Cranston pa yun, oo.
Saka Elizabeth Olsen.
Yun, oo. Pero yung Godzilla King of the Monsters, yun yung nauna dun sa Godzilla vs. Kong. So yun yung merong 3-headed monster. Na yung may meme.
Naalala ko yun.
Yun. So dun una lumabas yung si Millie Bobby Brown.
And then yung Kong naman.
Yung Kong na Skull Island, prequel naman yun.
Yun yung kaila Jack Black?
Hindi. Hindi ba naman yun? Ibang remake naman yun ng luma. Yung Kong Skull Island na part ng franchise na to. Yung sila Brie Larson at saka si Tom Hiddleston.
Yun. So medyo confusing yung history of films niya.
Alam ko hindi mo pinanood yun eh. Ako lang yung nakapanood doon mag-isa. Kasi parang may may gig ka ata noon, tas day off ko, pinanood ko mag-isa.
Well, needless to say, para siyang Marvel na ang dami mong kailangang i-cover na IP.
Well, yun yung we're gonna get to that in a bit.
Okay.
Siguro magandang i-discuss yun. Pero ikaw muna, we'll circle back to that. Initial face value reaction mo. Okay. What did you think of the movie?
Just to continue with what I started with kanina, I did not watch all the IPs na nagpiprecede nitong movie na to. Pero nagets ko pa rin naman and na-appreciate ko yung story as it is here without knowing all the lore and the history preceding it. I understand may mga bagong characters tayong sinusundan ngayon and that was refreshing kasi I'm seeing it through their eyes. So that was interesting. And you also mentioned na Rebecca Hall and Brian Tyree Henry reprised their roles.
Yes.
It's still a blur to me kung ano yung roles nila before.
Well, I mean, understandable siya. Sige, I'll get to what I was gonna say kanina para rin siguro may jumping off point ka. Sinabi mo na yung Godzilla franchise so far, I mean yung Monsterverse, na nag-start dun sa 2014 movie, yung kina Bryan Cranston, kina Aaron Taylor Johnson. Meron ngang parang MCU element na siya na sobrang na niyang serialized. Kailangan alam mo na kung sino yung mga characters na present doon sa sine. Pero ang na-appreciate ko dito sa yung Godzilla X Kong, itong newest movie is medyo scale back nila yung kailangan alam mo lahat ng mga nangyari before.
Yung lore heavy.
Yung lore heavy na kailangan kilala mo kung sino yung character ni Rebecca Hall, kailangan kilala mo yung sino yung character ni Brian Tyree Henry, and yung sinabi mo na may isang new character na nakaka-experience nung buong world fresh, na parang siya yung parang audience avatar ng mga hindi naman nakasunod sa ibang movies, yung si Dan Stevens,
yes,
si Trapper,
si vet dentist,
si Dr. Trapper.
Sobrang cool niya.
Nakakatawa nga kasi ang implication dun sa scene is matagal na siya dun sa world. Pero meron siya yung fresh perspective with everything na hindi siya either sobrang parang jaded or yung parang sobrang problemado tulad ni Rebecca Hall, or hindi naman siya sobrang parang nut job conspiracy theory tulad ni Brian Tyree Henry. So parang
the podcaster.
Gusto, sidebar pala doon, speaking of podcasters, isang sabi ko na ito, may pinopromote siyang insurance company.
Yung mga sponsors
sabi
niya.
So this episode is sponsored by so-and-so Insurance. Godzilla might not care about your house, but so-and-so Insurance will.
Sana all na sponsor.
Ay, malapit na yan.
Okay.
Malapit na. Pero yun na nga napaka-scaled back nung lore or yung story so far na hindi mo kailangan kilala kung sino to. Walang masyadong bumabalik na madami except for yung bata na nandun pa rin sa yung Godzilla King of the Monsters kasi siya yung important na key doon sa mga Titans, so kailangan siya. Pero other than that, it's just pure monster mayhem.
Yes.
Na nakakatuwa panoorin. Kasi naalala nila kung bakit nanonood yung mga tao ng ganitong movies. And I'll throw the ball back to you, pero ito na lang, sabihin ko na lang last for me. Parang may vindication of sorts para dun sa mga fans nung Godzilla 1996.
Ooh.
Yung kina Matthew Broderick at saka kina John Reno, yung pumunta si Godzilla ng New York, na nung bata ako, sobrang pinaulit-ulit ko yung DVD nun. DVD pa kasi nirent namin siya sa Aka Video.
Wow!
Yun kasi, yung nangyari kasi nun, nagka-chicken pox ako. So, 1 week akong hindi pwede lumabas. So, hiniram yung Godzilla. So, nilaspag ko yung Godzilla na yun habang bedridden ako. So, yung you're just having fun. So, nung bata pa ako, wala pa akong konsepto na may mga gantong mga review, mga Rotten Tomatoes. So, sa loob-looban ko, para siyang, nag-enjoy naman ako. Sobrang niyang masaya panoorin. Yung mayhem, tapos may patawa, kasi ano dun din si Hank Azaria. Yung mga ganon. Tapos, nung tumanda na ako, nakita ko na parang, ano pala siya, not really well regarded. Yung Godzilla 96. Tapos, sinasabi na yun nga, masyado siyang pa-comedy, masyado siyang masyadong
parang anime,
kinalimutan yung somber history ni Godzilla. Sure, why not? Pero nung bumalik naman tayo doon sa somber na parang tone ng Godzilla, doon sa 2014 na Cranston, Aaron Taylor Johnson movie, parang sobra namang bigat. Sobrang dour naman. Nakalimutan naman na parang people go to the movies to watch monsters fight monsters. And nakakatuwa kasi ito yung first doon since nireboot nila yon, itong Godzilla na US productions, na naintindihan nila talagang yes, we're just enjoying these giant action figures smash against each other. Yan. Kaya ito yung nakakatuwa na they understood the assignment finally. Yan. Sige, ikaw. Anything else?
Ako, I can add to what you just said na yes, it was pure mayhem fun. To the point na para akong nanonood ng wrestling. Alam mo yung time na kapag ka rarambulan sila, nagbabardagulan sila, na parang parang ganun
May moment dito na talagang literal na wrestling move.
Let's not spoil that.
Yes, you'll know it when you see it. Kasi pinanood natin to nung advance screening last Monday.
Yes.
March 25 sa Mall of Asia IMAX. By the way, thank you to Warner Brothers Philippines for inviting us to the advanced screening. Nung dumating yung moment na yun, yung sinasabi mo parang siyang wrestling, nakakatawa kasi lahat tayo, yeah.
It's a movie that you're supposed to cheer on. Na parang, parang ganun eh. With every hit.
Yes.
Parang tuwing mag-aano sila. Alam mo yung parang mga boxing match na tuwing tatamaan yung manok mo. Parang, masasaktan ka din para sa kanya. Ganon.
Parang pag nanonood ka ng yung Creed, ganon, or yung Real Steel, na parang pati ikaw papailag ka din. Pag nakikita mo sila.
Talagang clash siya ng mga Titans.
Oo, at saka ang nakakatuwa sa kanya, parang dinu away nila yung parang sobrang
drama.
Kasi yung Godzilla King of the Monsters tsaka yung Godzilla vs. Kong, meron siyang parang dramatic na background eh. Na parang siyang, oh my God, this is the clash that we've been waiting for millennia. It's been prophesied. Parang siyang, we're watching action figures just smash up against each other. Hindi kailangan lagyan ng parang, oh my God, the prophecy is coming true. Hindi kailangan ng ganun.
I have a question.
Dito wala nun.
Yung Godzilla -1 ba, yun yung parang medyo dramatic part ng Godzilla lore?
Well, ito. Konting sidebar lang tayo. May dalawang concurrent na Godzilla productions na ginagawa ngayon. Okay? Hindi sila nagko-crossover or what. The Japanese are making their own Godzilla films. Americans are making their own. So yung American side is yung nagsimula dun sa 2014 na Godzilla, tapos hanggang dito sa Godzilla X Kong. Yung doon sa Japan, gawa siya ng Toho. Yan, Toho Films. Now, of course, Godzilla, for those na not in the know, was made back in the 60s or the 50s even as an allegory for Japan's parang yung mindset nila ba? Where they were, yung headspace nila after World War II.
Okay.
Yun, yung lahat ng mga fears, anxieties nila, etc. etc. So, sa kanila, mas merong somber undercurrent talaga yung kwento ni Godzilla. Because Godzilla stands for something sa kanila, in their history. In pop culture, and siguro in how pop culture or their pop culture intertwines with their history.
Okay.
Yan. Sa atin kasi, yung Godzilla na yan, nagsimula lang noong 98 pa. Sorry, allow me to correct myself. Yung Godzilla 1998, yung kina Matthew Broderick. Nung ginawa yun nun, it was just purely a monster movie. Yan. May elements na kinuha na parang the Japanese have been observing him, ganyan. Tapos ang tawag sa kanya si Godzilla. Which is yun naman yung Japanese name niya. Oo. Pero mostly, the Americans have been making the Godzilla movies as a monster movie, as a kaiju movie. Yan. It's for fun. Yan. Kaya yung Godzilla -1 na unfortunately, hanggang ngayon, I don't think magkakaroon na ever ng release dito sa Pilipinas.
Yeah.
Yung movie na yun. Has to do with, siguro, kaya siya Godzilla -1 kasi it's a prequel of the original Godzilla. So, kaya siya -1. Kasi before 0.
So, prequel.
So, prequel siya.
Before 1.
So, yun naman. So, yun lang yun. Ibang-iba yung kwento niya. Unrelated siya. Pag nakita mong Warner Brothers at saka Legendary Pictures ang gumawa ng isang monster movie, it's its own thing. Disconnected from the Japanese.
Okay.
Parang line of movies. Okay.
Would you say na para siyang Marvel Studios and Marvel na Sony?
Pwede. Oo, na-licensed ni Toho yung paggamit ng Godzilla and all the monsters related dun kay Warner Brothers tsaka kay Legendary.
Yung
Pwede.
licensing element to it.
Oo. And I would guess, this is an educated guess, na they're given free rein to siguro do whatever they want to do with the character. So as long as hindi sila mag-encroach doon sa parang
Canon.
Yun, yung hinahanap ng term kanina pa. Thank you. Yung canon ng Toho.
Okay.
So, yun.
So, clear na walang conflict doon.
Walang conflict.
Magkaibang canon sila.
Magkaiba sila.
Okay. I get that. So, ayun, just to add to what I already said kanina din, it was like a boxing or a wrestling match.
Yes.
Ganun siya ka-fun. And parang you don't need to think about anything else, the drama and all. Actually, mas bida talaga yung Titans dito kaysa dun sa mga human characters.
Yun.
That's what I loved about it. I loved na it's simple. It's alpha, kingdom, survival of the fittest, ganon.
Yun lang.
Na may element nung history nung people nung bata.
Yeah.
So meron pa rin siyang connect dun sa
may
lore niya.
serialization pa rin siya ng konti. Pero hindi siya kasing heavy noon.
True. So, yes, it's a fun watch for newcomers alike. Pati dun sa mga nag-followers talaga nung Godzilla and Kong franchise.
Pero don't get us wrong, hindi naman sa sinasabi namin na parang nag-shine yung monsters ngayon na ibig sabihin na wala na, nakalimutan na yung human element. Actually, if anything, dahil sa sobrang bare bones nung cast list ngayon, na literal na ang bida lang is si Rebecca Hall, si Brian Tyree Henry, tsaka si Dan Stevens, tapos yung bata, dun lang umikot yung human element ng kwento. And it's so much better for it na ang almost laser focused yung human story happening concurrently with the monster story. And of course, nakita na natin kung sino yung characters ni Hall and Henry from previous films. Pero nakakatawa dito si Dan Stevens.
Sobra siyang scene stealer.
As he is in anything he does. Sobrang Dan scene stealer Stevens.
True.
Yun dapat ang middle name niya.
Ang pinaka-closest comparison na pwedeng i-ano sa dynamic ng mga human characters is Jurassic World. Pero nakita ko lang siya sa umpisa. Pero as we went on dun sa movie, hindi siya katulad nun. Hindi masyadong heavy-handed yung romance angle, although hinted siya. Tapos,
actually, mas better nga.
Mas nagustuhan ko siya kasi talagang, lang siya, very subtle.
At saka, they knew when to stay the fuck out of the way when the throwdowns were happening.
Hindi sila epal.
Hindi sila epal yung humans. Kasi dun sa Godzilla 2014, yung bida natin doon, si Aaron Taylor Johnson, soldier. So, hinahanap niya yung way niya pabalik dun sa family niya. So, sige, intertwined yung human story doon sa story of Godzilla's Path of Destruction. Sige, patawarin natin yon. Doon naman sa King of the Monsters, mayroong alpha battle na nangyayari against Godzilla versus Ghidorah. Yung three-headed na monster.
Parang Hydra.
Yung Hydra, oo. Pero nakakainis dun kasi, balik tayo ng balik dun sa Monarch. Yung scientist group. Parang, sige na, alam natin na yes, we have to make sure that the damage is to a minimum. Okay, fine, we get it. Pero we want to see the monsters fight.
Affected din ba sila sa Sokovia Accords?
Oo, sa kanila. Andun si Quicksilver tsaka si Scarlet Witch. So, siguro. Pero, thankfully naman, they got out of the way nung doon na sa final battle nung kalaban na si Ghidorah, tapos si Godzilla, tapos biglang tumulong si Mothra. Yung nakakatuwa. No problema. Doon naman sa Godzilla versus Kong, masyado naman nilang pinlay up na balik na naman tayo doon sa mga tao. Nakakainis.
Yun yung natatandaan ko lang nung pinanood ko yun. Parang gusto ko laging makita si Godzilla at saka si Kong.
Kaya tapos na nakakainis pa doon sa yung previous film is yung may Mecha Godzilla, di ba? Mecha Godzilla sobrang classic figure yan in the Toho canon.
Yes.
So, inaabangan nyo na, sige, paano siya i-translate dito sa American canon na movies. Tapos biglang ginamit siyang element ng doon sa human drama na naman. Tapos wala pa siyang, hindi naman din ganun katagal.
Oo nga.
Yung appearance ni Mechagodzilla. Para siyang lumabas siya, tapos natalo siya kagad.
So, in a way, medyo parang anticlimactic.
Oo. Tapos, ang naging laban, sige, yung titular na Godzilla versus Kong na fight, satisfying, pero sobra namang iksi. Yung dun sa Hong Kong ba yan? Alam ko. Oo. I know.
Yeah.
Dadaanan namin yung kung saan, yun yung building na sinira ni Godzilla.
Oh my God.
Pero dito, thankfully, na pagdating nila dun sa yung final, actually, ang daming ang throwdowns Mayat maya
The best scenes I remember are the ones without dialogue, na talagang pure action lang and fighting.
Yun, naintindihan nila bigla na, okay, let's to quote yung character ni Ken Watanabe dun sa first na na Godzilla. Let them fight.
Oo.
Di ba? O yun lang.
Godzilla din yun, di ba?
Godzilla, let them fight. Yung printing
too
money.
much talk.
Tama
More
na.
fight.
More fight. Yun lang.
That's it. And they got it. Finally, they got it.
Kung meron lang ako masasabi na parang complaint ko about this movie is yung pinili nilang parang Titan para maging yung kalaban nila Godzilla and Kong. Not a spoiler na they're gonna team up. Heavily spoiled na siya sa mga trailer. Parang medyo hindi ko naman kilala. Parang hindi siya masyadong known kung sino yung monster na kanilang kakalabanin sa dulo. Yung basta, not gonna spoil. Of course, they're gonna unite to fight against a common enemy. Pero medyo medyo slightly wet fart yung dating nung, siya lang yung kalaban.
Pero kasi, di ba nga, they have their own canon. So, pwedeng they're creating a new canon, would you say?
Research natin ng konti.
Kasi, kung yun nga, parang hindi mag-clash dun sa Toho canon, they're creating a new canon. And they have the freedom to do so.
Kaso wala ba sila naisip na mas maganda na kalaban kaysa dito kay Toot? Kasi parang, I get it na there is some thematic connective tissue dun sa ating mga hero kaiju. Pero parang, wala ba kayo maisip na iba? Wala mas malaki? yun yung iniisip ko all the time. Parang, wala bang mas malaki? Wala bang mas fearsome?
Mas threatening.
Oo, yung ganon.
Common enemy.
Oo.
Ganun ba? Parang, hindi I can't explain it. Pero, tama ka.
No?
Medyo parang meh.
Oo. Parang medyo, yun, doon naman kinuha din ng Godzilla X Kong yung pagiging Marvel niya.
yung meh villains.
Yung meh na kalaban.
True.
Anyway, eto yung sa trailer lumabas din to. What did you think of, ang tawag sa trailer sa kanya is si Mini Kong.
Yung cute Kong.
Cute Kong.
Sobrang natutuwa ako kasi it reminds me of our youngest baby. Kaka-birthday lang. Si Coco. Ganon din siya kakulit and ka-epal.
Hinahagis din siya minsan ng mga kapatid niya.
Oo. So sobrang kakulitan niya. Kasi mang-aasar din. So parang ang tawag namin sa kanya, ang nickname kasi niya is Small. Pero ang laki niya, ang taba niya, hindi siya small. Pero ang tawag namin kay Kong Jr. ay Small. Kong Jr. ba talagang ano niya? Yung pangalan niya? Anak ni Kong, tsaka ni V.
Shout out kay CJ, kay Maganda Ma Movie, and kay FPJ Junior.
FPJ Junior.
Oo. Si
Parang
Jesus
si Kong
Vlog.
Junior.
Yan yung pinagtatawanan natin after nating manood nung premiere na yun ba talaga yung pangalan nung si Baby Kong?
Si Kong Junior.
Sino yan?
Nang team pa yan.
Oo. Si Kong yung ano. Tapos asan si B?
Asan si B?
Yung hindi lumabas. Anyway, ano siya, ang sa akin nakakatawa kasi ang nakuha kong parang dynamic niya kay Kong. Kasi sila yung magkasama Para siyang mala Kevin Hart.
Para siyang midget.
Para siyang sidekick. Hindi siya parang anak yung dating.
Yun na nga the best part of this film is yung no dialogue. Talagang body language.
Yun. Ang daming mga sequences na mahahaba. Tapos mga so parang walang subtitle Yun pa yung maganda, walang subtitle. So talagang
it's not like Planet of the Apes.
Mag-i-infer ka na parang okay, what are they, na what they're talking about is what they're talking about. And sobrang galing nung physicality ng mga mocap actors.
Ang galing. Kaya si Kong Jr. talaga yung favorite character ko dito sa movie na to.
Pero anything else? Any other thoughts about Godzilla X Kong?
Yeah, like I said, I recommend it to newcomers as well as yung followers of the Godzilla and Kong franchise. And please don't miss out on visiting the exhibit of Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire. It's at the Music Hall in Mall of Asia. We were also invited during the launch of this exhibit. Yon, makikita niyo doon yung some of the scenes in the movie.
Yes.
Na nakakatuwa. Very memorable.
May isang element dito na parang hindi ko iso-spoil na for anybody who has a pet.
Yeah.
Yes. Makita niyo na parang, ganun-ganun yung show. Very that. Yun na. It's fun. It's a very fun movie. This is the movie that we talk about when we say na just shut your brain off for 2 hours and you just have fun. Ito yung mga ganong klaseng scene.
Hindi siya Oppenheimer. Hindi siya Poor Things. It's just pure cinema fun. A popcorn movie. Through and through.
Through and through. So, for this, we are going to be giving Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire, a solid A-.
Yes.
Yes. A hearty recommendation. Bring your whole family. This review comes out Black Saturday.
Yeah.
March 30.
Kid-friendly as
Kid-friendly.
well.
Sobrang kid-friendly. Walang problema.
So that's it for Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire. If you've seen the movie, please share with us what you thought about it. Comment it on our social media accounts or down below on our Spotify episode page.
Don't forget to set your players to automatically download our new episodes so you don't miss out on our fun Cinegeek conversations. And while you're at it, please give us a 5-star rating on Spotify and Apple Podcasts if you had fun listening or if you learned something during this episode. And by the way, if I may just add, if there is any movie or TV show that you want us to, talk about, why not comment it also on our Spotify page?
Yes.
Okay?
We will be watching out for that, for your suggestions.
Yes.
For my co-host Roy, this has been Angela. Thank you for listening to the Cinegeeks Podcast, where movies, TV, and all things geek collide.